I found you swimming in the deep end of the midnight water.
Welcome everyone to one more Love Channel TV interview. Today we have the amazing Stephen Bruce, visionary doer, powerhouse. Please tell us if you can describe yourself in a few words, in like a phrase, how would that be?
Oh, how few?
Let's say just go with the flow.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think like often I'll say the first thing that comes, like who I am is an ethnobotanist. An ethnobotanist is someone that studies the relationship between humans and plants. I'm totally, absolutely obsessed with this relationship and just how incredible plants are. So that's my passion, you know. But then I'm passionate about figuring out how we can merge where we live with what we eat.
That's beautiful, and we're here at Punta Mona, which is all about that. Explain us a little bit about Punta Mona and your other projects, because you have so many going on at the same time.
Yeah. So Punta Mona, I've been here for 21 years, and I came here after watching a playground full of indigenous children get sprayed by a Chiquita banana crop duster, and it was kind of like emergency brake on my life, and just couldn't believe that in this day and age where we could, you know, zip around the world in jets or video chat with our friend in Australia, we're still spraying indigenous children with neurotoxic chemicals, and it's just so, yeah, it's just so mind-blowing that that's happening. And so I decided to dedicate my life to trying to figure out another way to design things. I like the word design. Like, things are how they are because of, you know, our design. Yes. You know, and humans' impact on the world is not working because of poor design. And so I want to figure out, can we design it better? And I also want to feel empowered and help other people feel empowered that we actually can do something about it. So yeah, Punta Mona is a training ground, I would say, and a experiment, in human experiment with plants and with each other, and trying to create harmony with the land and with each other and with our guests, and really doing that while thriving and finding ways where everyone that is here can really live to their not only their full potential, but really live their passion. And when you have big groups of people all together living their passion, it's where real harmony and real bliss is attained. So we've been working hard to create that vibration here, and it's been great. It's been a real blessing. I've always known that Punta Mona wasn't my long-term place to live. I knew that, you know, it's a delicate ecosystem. It's far from San Jose. My parents, as they get older, it's harder to come visit. So I started seeking. I set a criteria, you know, and I think this is really important for anyone, is to set a criteria of what your dreamland looks like. You know, what does that look like? And you start listing them, and some of them are non-negotiable, and some of them are negotiable. And
that goes to my next question, actually. How important is to have a vision? Because you dream, and you are a dreamer, because that's the first step, I believe, to dream and to set what you want, and then you start, right? So tell us the importance and the process of becoming reality, this vision.
So yeah, I'm gonna I wasn't totally finished with the last question, so I'm gonna kind of merge them. Merge them. So yeah, I mean, so when I started setting that criteria, like I said things like, I want to live on a crystal clear river that I could jump into.
Yes.
I want to be within an hour of San Jose. I want to be between 400 and 900 meters above sea level. I mean, it's like, the clearer you get in any criteria, the easier it is to succeed in finding it. You know, it's like find clarity in what you seek. It's like if you're single and you're looking for your partner and you want to get married, like, get really clear what it is you're seeking, and then all of a sudden, bang, it presents itself. So the same with the land. We got really clear in our criteria, and we found this property about 45 minutes outside of San Jose that's on a crystal clear river, and we started an eco-village, and it's 44 families from 25 countries. And I think what everyone has in common is that we are dreaming of a better world. You know, we built a school there. You know, instead of having a golf course, we have gardens and orchards and a yoga space and a saltwater pool. And you know, it's like, how can we design the world of our dreams? And often when we have visions and we have dreams, it's not like you just vision it and bang, it happens. It takes a long time. So as you're creating, you have to constantly like press pause and zoom out because your dreams and your visions evolve. So I think that's a really, really important thing that I've been trying to learn and understand, is that when I dream or I vision something, those dreams and visions are constantly evolving. So you have to kind of stop and reanalyze constantly so you can stay on point and stay on track with your dream and visions. And yeah, I dream of a world where, you know, where we really like dream really, really big in what we want, whether, you know, and it's like, sometimes I describe this dream. Imagine you live on the most gorgeous land in the best climate, you know, with all your best friends and all your favorite people, and every night there's there's great music and abundant food, and you know, there's constant education and workshops, and kids and elders are honored. It's like, I almost feel like no matter who you talk to, their visions aren't that, like,
that's a bigger vision, yes?
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like everyone has that similar vision. So what does that look like? You know, who is the tribe you want to live with? Where do you want it to be? How can you find that tribe, find that land, and then create structures that allow the dreams to unfold?
Beautiful. And what do you think is keeping the world to achieve that? In a very short answer, because I have another questions for you.
Okay. What do I think is holding us back?
Yes.
That's a great question. I'm writing a book right now. It's called Break Them Chains, A Suburban Guy's Escape from the System. And I think, I don't know what it is exactly, but there's something, you know, we once bought a piece of land down here, a big group of us, and everybody just seemed so ready and so ripe and so, yes, let's do this. And then when it actually came down to it, a lot of people were like, I'm gonna stay in Marin and San Francisco, and I'm gonna, you know, just keep going to my health food store. I'm gonna keep going to my regular yoga class. I'm not quite ready for that shift, you know, and I think that the universe has a lot to say, way bigger plans than we can even fathom or understand. So I think that we need to just get on board and hold on and prepare for this ride that we're going on, because it's big. And I you know, it's like, I know for me in my 21-year journey in this arena, I know that I always feel like, oh my God, it's about to happen. Everybody's waking up, it's about to happen, you know? And yeah, I just think we all need to just stay patient and have faith and try our best and stay clear and set our path and go direct.
Beautiful, thank you. To collaborate, because you are constantly collaborating with amount of people, right? What are the qualities you look for in people that you want to collaborate?
Oh, I look for people with skills, real skills. I look for plumbers. I look for builders. I look for, you know, big mouths like me that have that gift of talking a lot and being in front of people. I look for beautiful Brazilian videographers. I look for, you know, I look for true skills, and I look also for people that I really feel are ready to take this plunge into creating a new world and are ready to give up their attachments to that old way, but ready to really dive in fully and collaborate in creating something new and something better.
And what is the key lesson you learned when communicating? Like, because when you are a leader and you have so many projects going on, you deal with a lot of people that works for you, with you. What is the key for that? What is the lesson that you learn? What is important?
So I think one thing I would say is, don't just point your finger. Like, be a doer. Like, make sure everyone that you're working with sees that you also do things, and that you can't just be like, okay, do that, you do that, you do that, and then sit back. Like, you need to show your team that you're not messing around, and you have to work hard and make things happen, you know. And I think that's one thing. And then I think you really have to listen to people. You really have to listen to how everybody feels and try to put yourself in their shoes. I mean, it's not easy. Like I often say, we are masters now at tending the ecosystem, and whether we're destroying it or improving it, those skills are humans have. But tending the ecosystem is a lot harder. You know, it's like, I don't think creating villages physically, the water systems, the buildings, the the agriculture. I don't think that's the hard part. I think the hard part is figuring out how we can all live together and get along. And I think now these are the masters that we need. We need the masters in communication, the masters in harnessing all of the skills and driving the ship. You know, it's like in business we call it the CEO. You know, the CEO, you know, is driving the ship, is clear on the vision, is orchestrating the whole, you know, and I think that's what's so crucial right now. And I also, the advice I would give is be really careful who you partner with in every way, like whether it's who you're gonna, you know, wake up next to who you're gonna get into business with, or who you're gonna buy land with. Like, really do your due diligence in making sure that is going to make sense long term.
What are the values then that you look before?
Oh,
know,
well,
like if you could give just the fundamentals. Do you have this clear, like a fundamental? Because you have been talking about the values. Just to like summarize in 3 words, like commitment. I don't know.
Integrity, number one. Integrity. Like, I've seen it so much. I've been in several relationships that even though the skills were present, the integrity wasn't there. And and it's like sometimes it takes a long time to figure it out, but often our instinct knows. Our instinct knows, and we focus on how beautiful she is, or we focus on how many connections they have, or how much money they have, or how many skills they have. And it's like, oh my God, yes, finally I'm gonna be able to manifest my dreams because I have this person. But if the integrity isn't there, it's like, it's fundamental,
so
and then also just, I think, just not to cut you off, but I think the other thing is, really making sure that the long-term visions are aligned, because short-term vision is one thing, but long-term alignment is what we need.
So is even more important, the long-term, than the short-term, would you say?
I mean, I'm a macro guy, so I'm constantly looking for macro, partners, but then I'm also looking for the, people that are doing the, the work, the people that are actually taking the videos and uploading them, and then also the people that are actually hammering the nails, and the people that are actually, doing the QuickBooks and making sure that the numbers make sense. And, it's like all of those people, you need to have the deep skills and integrity. Yeah.
That's beautiful. You already answered this question, I think, but I want to ask, and just so people get the answer, about the mindset you must have to create all of this that you have been creating through your life. What is the key, the mindset you must have to make it happen?
Yeah, I mean, I think the most important thing is to get first clear on your vision, and then the ability to press pause and transform that vision as you transform. Okay. So like for me, I love where I live in Ecovilla, the community that I live in. I love it. And like now as I get older and I'm learning from it, like my vision's evolving. And now, I'm working on another project called Rise that's outside of San Isidro here in Costa Rica. And the Ecovilla property is 46 acres. Now we're looking at 800 acres, and we're thinking, now we're thinking about not only, grand scale, community, but also broad acreage agriculture and next level retreat centers involved, and profit sharing in an agricultural food brand through the workers. And, I think what real success is like, how can we improve the most people's lives as possible? Like, that's success. That's wealth. Like, when all of a sudden you're improving hundreds or thousands of people's lives, that's when you're really finding success. Yeah, it's not your bank account, it's your karma.
I really want to talk about Envision.
Okay.
Yes, I want to talk about Envision because Envision is in 2 weeks, 1 week. How long?
What's today?
Today is, we don't even know the day.
It's like 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks.
Yes, it's like 2 weeks from now.
2 weeks.
Oh yeah, so we are.
I gotta go. No. I'm just kidding.
Wait, talk about it first.
It's February 23rd to the 26th, so make sure you're there. Envision is just an epicenter, a hub where so many, like-minded people with similar dreams gather, and it really, we talk about finding your tribe. It's like, I can't believe how many people have met there and now are off doing projects together. It's a really great place to go in there and find, your tribe, because we're all there together and we all get to taste how freaking sweet life could be, that it's almost like you can't go back. We often say, like, can it always be like this? And it can. You go to Envision and it just feels so good. And you're surrounded by so much love and so much consciousness and surrounded by so many like-minded people that are dreaming similar. And then all of a sudden you're living in community for 4 days together, that by the end of it, it's like, I want it to be like this always. And yeah, it's really feels like it's building. The last 2 years we've sold out, and it just feels like every year there's the right people are arriving, and the right people are connecting, and the right projects are spawning, and every year we want to see that to continue to grow and blossom.
It gave me goosebumps, yes, because I know that we all come together. It's not a party, it's really like just yoga, talks, amazing talks.
Yeah,
right?
that's my wife and I, we organize the speaker, like the non-movement workshops, and this year, man, the speakers are just, it's like, it's such an incredible gift to be able to do that, like to choose your biggest heroes in the world. Like
And
one of the
invite
books that's affected me more than anything, I just invite the author. John Perkins and Confessions of an Economic Hitman, or like Burning Man, which has been one of the biggest influences of my life. Oh yeah, well let's just invite the founders, and have them in the conversation. So like, how can we continue to raise the bar and continue to learn and continue to connect and continue to dream big and find your tribe and figure out next steps?
And I believe together we can make much more. Yes. Okay. So give us. Now, before I will ask you for a final message. But before that, we want to know, what do you want to leave behind as a legacy?
It's a great question. It's a really great question. I think and I feel like I've gotten off track with it sometimes throughout my time. Not with bad intention, but I want to lessen the gap between us and them. Rich and poor. White and Costa Rican, or I really want to figure out ways, how can we improve as many people's lives as possible, and there not be this gap that's so wide, because here in Costa Rica it's a lot less already. You go to places like Mexico or Guatemala, the gap between rich and poor is so wide, where here, Costa Rica is known to have the largest middle class. I want to figure out ways where we can create businesses that uplift a lot of people, not like just a big percentage is going to like top level management, but incredible raising of quality of life for as many people. And I just think that's what I'm dedicated to, and that's the path I'm on, and I invite everyone to join. We have exciting projects going on, many different things, and hope to see you all at Envision.
Yes, the final message for the generation that wants to collaborate with you, that wants to create their own community. I don't know, just a message to inspire.
Yeah, dream big. Like, things are the way they are, but they don't need to be this way. Find your tribe, create the criteria for your dreamland, figure out exactly what you want to be doing, and do that almost all the time. That's it.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Okay, so final, tell us, how can we find you, and how can we communicate and collaborate?
Yeah, all of our websites you should put there on the bottom.
It's gonna be right
so
here
Envision
now.
And Rise and Ecovilla and Punta Mona.
Yes, you should all come to Punta Mona, by the way. It's amazing. It's like a dream, going back to your natural state. Thank you so much for building this and creating this reality for us. Yes, thank you. And guys, we see you at Envision, huh?
Yes.
Bye.
About love, yes, I know that's true. But now I see you crying through the smoke of your heart on fire, for higher unfulfilled desires, and I wish I could fulfill them too. But you'll have